Every day I so many no light. CPI. Shit, why am I lagging? Turn this off quick. Fucking, what the fuck is... Why don't you do... Why don't you... Get the camera on. What you saying, boys? Let's get the link sent in quickly. And then TikTok and all. What you saying, TikTok? Sweet. What we saying? Fill me up, buttercup, don't wait my home. What we saying? What you saying, everyone? I feel like my... I think it was pretty obvious what we've seen so far. I think everyone would have really been able to recognise what we've seen. Morning El Slapo. Morning Stainless. What you saying? Morning Calls. What you saying, bro? Try a quick scalp on you, Jay. Sweet. What you saying, K-Dog? Yeah, I'll have a look at other pairs in a minute. Let's go over EU, GU first. It's very simple. DXY giving that first move, that London move. And then simple. Move up, same with EU. Exact same thing, but now we're in this order block that I actually wanted to see get hit, so. Now this is where I'd actually be looking for my main moves of the day, to be fair. Pre-London was interesting. Why is that, Sesame? What happened? What happened in the pre-London, Sesame? Morning, VGOC. How you doing, bro? Yeah, morning, El Slapper. What you saying? What you saying, everyone on TikTok? Double tap the screen. Let me know if you're in here. Say yo if you're here, boys, so I can see who's tuning in, who's really getting it done every single day, no matter what. Even if you take a loss yesterday, you're back today. Yeah, so looking at EU, we obviously do have CRT on the daily. This high getting swept. Not gonna lie, it's been an interesting couple of days. It's kind of shaken things up a bit in the market. But yeah, I'm mainly looking at sells again. I'm back to really having the bias of having sells down to the point that I want. Obviously, GU hasn't got it, but GU never has recently. The correlation's just been terrible. But we do have it on the DXY, which is nice. Obviously, with CRT, your optimal entries are going to come outside of that CRT low. These are going to be your best buys up. Obviously, you don't want it to close below there, but in terms of your actual entries, that's where you want to be getting in. Obviously, we have CPI as well, so bear that in mind. So look at you, what you saying, Richess? Morning, Lincoln. What you saying, brother? Apologies if this chart looks a bit messy. Let me just get rid of some bits on there. Yeah, there's the grab that we're looking at. So this is really what we're looking to be completed. It's the main move I'm looking for London and going into New York. It's that move down off there, taking that low. And then obviously I want overall buyers off this order block. But that's what I'm looking for primarily today, boys. This is what I'm looking for. So chat, let me know if you're looking for something different. Or let me know if you're seeing the same thing. Filled 4 hour on Euro as well. Yeah, it was nice. I don't think we've completely filled it, but we've pretty much filled it. What you saying, K-Dog? You bullish on EUG? Yeah, that's my bias anyway, boys. Swiss balls. Okay, that could mean anything. It's the thing from the pre-London. That could be a proper serious fundamental fact, or that could just be Mace eating a chocolate that was Swiss and it was in a bowl shape, so he just was going on about it. Pretty much got no idea. But yeah, let me know what happened in Switzerland. Let me know what happened, if anything did actually happen. Or is YouTube trolling, chat? What do we think? Morning Cam, morning Gabby, morning Els, what you saying? Just got on EG shorts and EU longs done for the day. Yeah, lovely. Them EU longs were simple as anything. Simple as anything. VGOC looking at GJ shorts. Yeah, you're always trading GJ, ain't you, VGOC? Let me know in the chat as well if anyone's trading GJ. I'll have a look at it in a minute. Filled 4 hour, waiting for order block 1 hour. Yeah, me too, really. This order block's a bit higher, to be fair, so fair enough if you do want to wait for that one. Seems like price is slowing down though, as we can see. Well, what I'd really like is a grab of this high, giving us somewhere to actually sell off of. The annoying thing about markets like this is obviously so in terms of our target, right, we're looking, there's 3 points I'd really target. First point will be here, second point will be here, third point will be here. Obviously, your highest probability level to take profit is this, it's your Asia low. It's the exact same thing we really saw to that signal I sent out on Monday. We caught this on the live as well, which is a lovely trade. Looking very similar basically. Took our Asia high out, tapped us into a POI from New York, and then ran into the Asia low. So that move from the Asia high to the Asia low is what we're looking at. And there was a CRT low here, and I did say to people, like, be careful aiming for this low, because the Asia low is by far the most high probability. So you're better off just going for that and catching a 3-to-1 rather than trying to go for a 4-to-1 at this low. But looking at the entry, we're pretty much looking at the same thing really. We're looking at the Asia high being taken, which it has there, targeting the Asia low, and then using an order block from the New York session. So pretty much the exact same thing we're looking at is what we've got again today. This is the way I trade every day. It honestly, boys, makes your trading 10 times better if you trade one session at one time. I promise you. One session at one time. Appreciate all the gifts, boys. Sells to Asian low. Yeah, me too. I trade GH. GJ had liquidity sweep and inversion. Yeah, a lot of people looking at GJ, so I will have a look. What's that tool you use to get a straight line? It's just a normal one, bro, but you click shift. So you click it, yeah, and then when you're drawing your, well, you click your line, and then when you're drawing your other one, you just hold the shift button. So, like you see, it's all wonky. If I hold shift now, and it just anchors it straight. If I missed any comments, boys, do let me know again. But yeah, a lot of people trading GJ, and people's agreeing with me on EU, which is nice to see. Yeah, EU I'm mainly looking at shorts off here, but I want to see a long really, or a grab really, not a long, but just a grab. The only thing that's kind of annoying is there's not much in this leg that's got anything in it. It's got no imbalance really, and then GU you can't really correlate because GU's grabbed the high itself. And it's obviously extending up, and I do want GU to go a little bit higher. So it's interesting right now. I think a lot of people will be looking for re-entries on shorts. So I think when we do get in longs, it will be good for us. I think a lot of people are going to be looking for this leg to continue down. What you've got to remember, boys, is a lot of people just follow what the most recent thing did, and that's how the market's going to stop you out. Like for example, even here, right? See, this was the most obvious level, right? We had an order block with a change of carrot breaker structure, sorry. So I think everyone in the world would have known, enter into that order block and then sell down, right? Most people would know that, very basic of trading. But what the market does every time is at this point here, it's going to give you these bullish candles. It's going to give you these big bullish candles. It's just going to make you scared to do it. So it's going to give you these candles, and then people are probably saying, oh, you know what? I think we're going to reverse. And then people are going to stack up their buys, only for the market to just manipulate them and go down anyway. So it's always good when you've got opposing things happening. So when you've got price rallying with some pace. Obviously you don't want it to be too quick, but sorry boys, let me read YouTube chat. By the way, boys, if you're on TikTok, big up to you, man. I am live on YouTube as well if you want to see my face and my whole screen. I don't know why you'd want to see my face, to be fair, it's a bit homo, but you can see my whole screen if it makes it easier for you. Has Trump made everything harder by putting tariffs on everything? This is a big thing, bro. With us, it hasn't made a single difference. Differences between us and all these future traders. Future traders, it has made a huge difference. Future traders, it has made an absolute huge difference. With FX, it hasn't really made a difference. And the thing you got to realise with FX, right, is FX isn't really something that people hold like an asset, right? It's not really an asset per se. It's just something you actually use, right? So difference between that and like a futures contract, or well, I know it's a futures contract. Yeah, so it does say down in the bottom right what pair it is, boys, if you're wondering. The thing is with Forex, it doesn't really move like. When I'm talking about moving, it doesn't really have like shock moves like this, like insane moves. if something bad or good happens. It's not if something bad or good happens, it's if it's expected or unexpected. So as long as it's expected, like the economy, and obviously everyone knew that Trump was going to bring tariffs out. So market sort of slowly, it did its thing, right? It was bearish, but it wasn't insane. It wasn't like ridiculously bearish where to the point where we couldn't trade for like 2 weeks. Like we knew what we was doing pretty much, which is why the market sort of respected that. Versus futures and stocks and stuff like that, where people actually hold the stock, there's obviously going to be an instant shock where people sell their stocks, and there's going to be that run, you know, where people start selling and then other people sell. It's pretty much like a bank run, but just on stocks, on an economy. But that doesn't happen in this, because what you're going to do, dump all your dollars. What am I going to do with all my pounds? Like, what am I going to do? Just like chuck them away. You know what I mean? I've still got this here. This is I can still spend this in a shop. You know what I mean? No matter what the tariffs, I can still spend this. It's not like a stock where I could have just fucked myself out of like 20 grand. It's not like that. Money's money. Crypto investors are cooked at the moment, yeah. It's the thing with crypto investors, bro. They're cooked 1 month, they're unreal the next month. It's just one of them things. Yeah, it does say what pair it is down in the bottom right there, boys, if you can see. I'm looking at this big 4-hour candle here, but we haven't had the high swept of it. Obviously this one we have, the opposing we have, but we've already taken it. And yeah, this one we haven't. So that sort of tells me we're going to come back down. Let me read the YouTube chat. EU needs sweeper top 5 minute leg. Yeah, I agree, KTN. I agree. GJ's my pair, not going to lie. Yeah, I'll have a look at GJ in a minute, VGOC. I think that one yesterday did alright as well, didn't it? Or was that the day before? I can't remember. What are you saying, MH? Are you looking for EU to fill 4 hour? Yeah, that's it, mate. Calls, that's it, bro. Let Mace tell you. Sweet, Jesus. EU needs, I'm saying bearish EU. Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. Just waiting for that to happen. Coming into the body of this order block now, which is nice. And GU should be catching up as well, which is nice. I took on GU. Nice. What did you take? Longs this morning, I'm assuming. Morning fella, I have EU marked out on the same as you. Defo looking for shorts. Nice, Jim. I mean, that's what I'm saying though, Jim. You were sort of new to the stream a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and the amount you're picking up, you're already starting to analyse from me. You're already starting to analyse the same stuff. So, boys, if you are looking to learn, these lives are golden, man, and they're free. 2 hours every London session. If you want to learn to trade London session, it's the best place. Just make sure you're here every day, boys. No days off. Make sure you drop a follow on my TikTok now to make sure you don't have any days off, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Yeah, I'll have a look at GJ in a minute. Let me quickly look at GU, see if it's come into that area yet. Still got a little bit to go for GU. Could use this candle, to be fair, like this whole candle if you wanted on GU. But I'm using the 2 hour. What you saying, Niz? How you doing, bro? EU needs to I'm looking to enter EU shorts on the OTE. Nice. I'm waiting for really saying on the euro. So yeah, nice. I mean, we was just accumulating there. So now we've had that extra grab. It means we've actually got a level that can, pardon me, be seen as a change of character. So now if we break that, then we can sort of confirm it a bit more. So if that breaks, what you saying? Sing, what you saying? I had a GU valid mechanical short this morning, got stopped out. Unlucky, bro. Unlucky. I think you just got in a bit too early. Passed an ACG 50k yesterday. Learned all from this live and mentorship car. Lovely, Ben. W Ben in the chat. Let me show you that. If you're on TikTok, probably sounds like a fake comment, but as you can see, passed an ACG 50k count yesterday and learned. W Ben in the chat, man, on TikTok and YouTube. This is the thing as well, boys. You got to be, and I've been even trying to do this. You can't be salty towards people. You can't be salty towards people. So I see some quote the other day. Yeah, I'm not all bent with quotes and that, but it said you only meet one person in your life, and that's you, or something like that. It's like everyone you meet is yourself, or something like that. And basically what it means is everyone you meet is just a reflection of yourself. Like your perception of someone's a reflection of yourself. So if you're looking at someone saying they're funded 50k and you're going, oh mate, what a prick, Like, oh mate, I want to be like that. Oh, it's so annoying, man. What a knob and all this. And look for reasons to be negative or hate, and that's just going to be negative for you as well. It's just going to mean you're in a negative mindset. Whereas if you're like, oh, that's sick, Ben, man. I'm so happy for you. I'm so gassed for you. W, Ben, all stuff like this. It's just going to make in your head that like, it's a good thing. It's going to train in your head that it's good to get funded. All this stuff is good. You're not going to be pushing away from it, fighting away from it. So it's always good to congratulate rather than hate on people. Waiting for an IFVG. Let me read my YouTube quickly. Yeah, I'll have a look at GJ in just a sec, boys. GU equal highs will be hit on the 4 hour first. It's quite high up though, them equal highs on the 4 hour. I don't think they're equal as well. No, they're not equal highs on GU. Because the second high is bigger than the first one, so that took liquidity, so that's not equal. When will you short your inside your order block now? Yeah, I'm waiting for lower time frame confirmation, bro. Did you take a trade today? Not yet, bro. It's not yet. Are you wanting to take external? Yeah, exactly that in Nikos. So I'm waiting for EU to take external. Well, to fill internal and then take external. Boys on TikTok, double tap the screen, boys. Let's get 5k likes in there. Let's run it up. Looks like price is potentially coming down a bit now. We do have a nice imbalance here as well, bear in mind. I'd probably actually rather go for that imbalance. Probably rather go off that imbalance. True, don't hate, congratulate. That's true, Sesame. It's true. Waiting for EG longs, didn't get entered. Let's have a look at EG. I mean, beautiful, really, to how we wanted. Again, exactly what we wanted, man. Go on the daily. What do we see? Daily being filled. This 4 hours just clear as well. This CRT, don't worry, boys. You're gonna have other entries for this. This is an unreal candle to get CRT. You want it to be a big candle, this majority body, which is exactly what this is. You want it to be in line with your trend, and you want it to be at a key point. All the things that we've looked for in a FVG, this is given. To be fair, where is that fair value gap come from? I'm not sure. It must have been pre-formed, but yeah. So you can see we filled that daily fair value gap there. Get rid of this now as well. Got rid of that daily fair value gap. Sorry, filled that daily fair value gap there on EG. Obviously took the prior day low and started to rally up, and you go on the 4 hour. Got this big candle that pushed us down into that imbalance. So pushed us down into it. And then this took out the low, closed back within, well not closed back within, but it's going to do. So we should push up to that high. So EG is actually looking really nice. You could get some decent buys on that. And to be fair, the legs extended up nicely. If you got in buys there, fair play, man. I think it was. Did you say you got in longs of EGOC or shorts? Let me know if anyone's in GJ if they got in longs or shorts. But yeah, that's what I'll be looking for on EG. EG is actually looking really nice for that, if I'm honest. And yeah, I mean, obviously the ideal scenario is we come back down slowly, and then we have that sprint again, and then recovery, and then sprint. Lou, how you identify higher time frame order block on current EU shorts? Appreciate it, my guys. No worries, Ben. Why do you think EU will go short? Right, yeah, so some people are a little bit confused on EU, why I want to see EU. Can you do a short overview on IRL, ERL, please? No worries. IRL, ERL is the simplest thing. I'll do it quickly. Internal liquidity is fair value gaps and order blocks. External liquidity is highs and lows. So in this leg here, we've got two things. We've got an external and external. And we have internal being fair value gaps. So we've got this fair value gap is internal. And then we've got the external, which is the high and the low, right? So now price can either do one of two things. It can go to external or it can go to internal, right? So obviously we're looking at buys. So what it should do is go to internal. After it goes to internal, it should go to external, right? After that external leg's been made, so after we've gone internal fill, external, we then do the exact same thing again. So then we'll have external high and external low. Obviously we're bullish, so we're looking for it to take the high. And then we'll have an internal fair value gap at some point. And then we're looking for the same thing. We're looking for price. It's just taken external. So it comes down, fills internal. and then takes external again, and that's pretty much how like price moves. So that's all internal external is. But if you understand it and like properly understand it, then you'll use it very, very well. It'll be so helpful in the market. We've got this imbalance down here though, which is probably what I'd actually like to see here. Might be a bit of a long shot if we come all the way down there, but I'd like to see like a fake sort of sell off. If we could potentially fill this or something and then have a fake sell off, that would be nice. Brings us down to there, and then we can get in longs. And we can aim for a lot on EG as well. We've got a lot to aim for. We've got this whole leg to be rebalancing. Boys, let me know if anything happens on EU and GU as well. No worries, Sloddy. Keep your eyes on, boys. GJ left without me taking Asia low, or without us taking Asia low. Oh right, yeah, he was getting it longs. I mean, at least you got the direction right. At least you got the direction right. In GU sales now target Asia low. Alright, EK's already in. What was your confirmation for that? Is anyone in shorts on EU GU now, or are we still waiting? Boys, repost a live if you can as well. Appreciate it if you can repost a live. I mean, yeah, looking at this actual, if we look at it from the imbalance perspective, we have tapped into this imbalance, but I do like seeing at least 50% get mitigated, if I'm honest. I do like seeing at least 50%. So, I mean, that's the actual imbalance. GU's nice, because GU's actually still, like, it's making actual decent range. You've got higher low, so we should come into an internal fair value gap and then take the external low. So GU's, like, simple, really. Like, it should... Obviously, fast momentum down. How long did this take for the high and low? So high to low, it took 10 hours. And then from the low back up to the high, it took 2 days and 18 hours. So you can see quick down, retracement, and then we're trying to catch the end of the retracement for that next quick leg down. So this is what we're trying to catch when we're zooming in here. And then EU is obviously a bit different. But EU, again, I'm still looking for EU to come down to this level here. I know we've filled this, so some people probably would be looking at just purely continuing long. But I still think EU wants to mitigate lower. I think EU wants to move into this order block that we had originally. And I think that DXY wants to do the same. I think DXY filled this. Wasn't happy with that, in my opinion. I mean, we've moved down. But, yeah, we've moved down, but we just can't... I can't see ourselves. Oh, fuck. 2 secs. Wait, 2 sets, boys. Let me quickly check I got a text come through. Let me quickly check my text. I'm on Love Island, by the way, so texts are, like, really important. There could be, like, a mad challenge I've got to run off and do. But they said I can continue trading in Casa or more, so that's why I'm still trading whilst being on Love Island. It's next season, so you man shouldn't really know that, but that's just inside information for you. Any possibility to take Friday low on DXY? Let's have a look. Where is the Friday low? I mean, we have got CRT, bear in mind. So we shouldn't. Any buys, bear in mind, below this is nice. Any buys below is nice. Where's the... Yeah. Any buys below this CRT low is nice. Ideally, we don't take this low out as well, because, I mean, we did see strong rejection yesterday and the close. So not only did we see rejection of the downside from this wick, we also saw the close agree with that. That's the main thing, the close. Yeah, boys, if I missed any comments, just put them in again. Make sure you drop a follow as well, boys. I'm live every single day for the London session. I'm the best London session trader on TikTok who can do it live. All these other people tell you that they can trade London session just as good as me, but they won't do it live. So, can they really or can they not? I do this live every day, boys. Every single day. Win, lose, no trade. You man see it all. So, we're eating together. Especially if you're in the Discord as well, you man know. Eating big time. What trade you in ATM? Nothing at the moment, bro. And this is the thing, you don't want to be trading all the time. You don't want to always be in a trade. It's a sort of a mistake that a lot of beginners make, is that you've got to trade every day. It's not about that. There's not going to be a setup every day. And it sort of depends as well what time frame you're trading as well. Because remember, boys, in terms of quarterly theory, or even if you don't know that, remember, AMD, even if you don't know about AMDX, remember there's always going to be an AMDX, right? That's how the schematic goes. So, by theory, you can't trade every day. Like so AMDX basically means this is split up into 4 quarters, right? So you can either have the week as 4 quarters and Friday doesn't count. I don't make the rules, but that is what it is. So Monday should accumulate, Tuesday should manipulate, Wednesday should distribute, and then Thursday should either continue or reverse what the distribution was. And that can be for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or that can be for Asia, London, New York PM session. So either way, each session or each time or each hour or each day or each week, whatever time frame you're looking at it on, each session, or not session, it's hard to really call it anything other than a quarter, but each quarter will have its own thing to do. So if you're trading every day, that means you're trading during an accumulation day, which isn't good. Or so you sort of have to pick and choose your days a bit carefully and make sure you're getting in when the time's right. So for example, Monday, right? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we did have a winning trade on Monday, but you can see it was clearly accumulation, right? Tuesday, we had a big sell-off, which tells me this could be the manipulation. Sorry, that was Tuesday, I'm bugging. But you man know what I'm trying to say anyway. You just don't want to be trading every day. That's our Discord there, boys. If anyone wants to get in, best community in the UK. Best community in the UK. By the way, boys, as I said, I'm live on YouTube as well if you want to go over there. We are on 69 views, bang on, so it'd be ideal if you didn't join, just so we can keep that funny number there. But if you do want to join and mess up the 69, then yeah, my YouTube is RichSFX. Alright, we're starting to get a bit of movement now. There's an FEG formed on EU on 5-minute chart. If price breaks below and retest downwards, does this mean that FEG is now an IFEG? Yeah, that is what it means, bro. That is what it means. So that's why we got it marked out. So if we close below, it shows that all the flow's flipping. I do think we'll probably just trade into this though. This is like the main fair value gap, but you still are going to be seeing sells down to that at the bare minimum. And how much is that? So from 50% of it, still 30 pips. So you can still, like 30 pips is more than enough, boys. You can catch yourself for there, close it there with 27 pips and a stop loss of 15. Or again, if the RO isn't right, if that's not good enough RR for you, then you can enter off 50% and then you're getting 31 pip TP and 10 pip stop loss. So that's more like a 3-to-1. But that's what I'll be really looking at. So yeah, I'm looking at the same. DXY reacting nicely off that 1 hour demand. Yeah, trust me. Trust me. Yeah, make sure you drop a follow as well, boys. Reason I'll keep putting the Discord, boys, is because sometimes my accounts get taken because I actually live trade. I do everything live. I give my opinion, give my analysis, which sometimes you're not really overly allowed to do. So sometimes I'm switching between accounts. If you get in the Discord, I'll send a link in every day at 8 AM and 12 where I'm live, what account. So I'm always live on the same YouTube, obviously, but TikTok switches around. So make sure you're in the Discord so you never miss a stream, or you follow me on Instagram as well so you never miss a stream. G's having a bit of a reaction. I mean, GU's inverted a 5-minute already, which is kind of nice. We've obviously on the 1 minute tapped into this here, right? So you're just about tracking order flow on these lower time frames. When you're looking for your reversals, man, actually, let me turn the sessions off because sometimes it can be easier to actually monitor real order flow. So this is what we've filled. So if we can break this low, that'll be nice and significant. That's it, yeah. Price ain't going down, G. Maybe not, bro. Maybe not. But again, like I was saying earlier, it's always good to have people going against you. If everyone's going the same way, then everyone's wrong. And people that we don't know is right. So if we got people going either way, then it's typically a good sign, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, the market is heating up a bit now. The market is heating up. Coming into this 5 minutes. Let's see how we react off the 5. See how GU reacts off this 1 minute as well. DXY as well, let's take a look. DXY's got this 5 minute imbalance as well, which we're looking to close above. Convincingly so. So we'll see how we do on that. Any other pairs you want me to look at, boys, let me know. What about gold? I'll switch to gold in a sec. Is GU valid if 5 minute is inverted? If it is for you, then it's fair enough. I can't really comment on anyone else, really. Do you know what I mean? Can't really comment on anyone else. But for me, based on what I've said, that will be my confirmation that we are going short. So that is what I'll be looking at, personally. If you don't have a 1 minute change of character and 5 minute IFVG, is that a big confluence to you? Yeah, bro. What's your YouTube username? RichesFX, bro. So can someone pin my? Yeah, there it is, bro. Appreciate that, Sesame. That's my YouTube. If anyone wants to get in the stream over there. DXY. What about that BPR around 102 on DXY? Look like 102. 102 is a big. 102 is very on data on the daily. Not really anything on the daily, bro. I can't lie. Unless you're looking all the way back like this. But this is a big mistake people make on the daily, boys. If you're trading the daily chart, and honestly, it probably took me about a year to realise this. If you're trading on the daily chart, this is the 1 day chart, and you actually enter your trades on like the 5 minute or the 15 minute or something like that, do not be looking at price the same way. Do not be looking at it as, okay, this is your low, this is your high, this is your order block, so you want it to buy up into the high. Don't look at it like that. It's the complete and utter wrong way to look at the market like this. You need to focus on the last couple of weeks. This is what matters to you. This bit here is what matters. So the first thing you should know is the current momentum and the current market sentiment is bearish, right? We can be in a bullish leg. I mean, if you look at it as market, we broke this structure, so we are in a bullish leg, right? So technically you'd say we're bullish, right? If you're blatantly just looking at price action. But then when we actually look at it, for the last, obviously since Trump got elected, but since 13th of January to now, we've actually lost 8%. The dollar's index has lost 8% of its value. So the sentiment definitely right now is bearish, right? You can't say it's bullish just because it's got this leg here, right? So you're going to get out of the loop and it's going to confuse you and you're just going to be trading stuff that's wrong. So make sure you're focusing on the most recent thing. So the first note I'd make is that we're bearish on the daily. So I'm optimally looking at sells. That's what I'd say for the DXY. Then it's about what phase the market's, and then it's where am I looking for sells from. For that, you do your range high, range low, internal and external. So my internal will be this order block here. So I'm looking at this order block to get filled. And obviously I'm bearish, so I want this external low to get taken. Right, you don't want to be looking all the way far back, because Howell is looking at an order block from 2013, or not 2030, but 2023. How's that going to dictate what this week in price is going to do? It's just not. You know what I mean? And it may tell you to be bullish, but is that going to matter for this little move here or that little move there in the grand scheme of things when you're looking so high? Probably not. So remember, always look at the closest, most recent level. And if you do want to know about price this far back, if you do want to know about stuff like that and want to have context on it, then you've got to up your time frame. You've got to go on even your weekly. There's no point looking at this on the weekly. It's too long ago. 3rd of September 24. Again, the momentum's bearish. If you want to look at it properly, you need to go on the monthly time frame. Right, so again, now you can see it's only about 10 candles. And now we can actually see what's going on. Now we actually know what's going on. It doesn't look like there's a bullish leg, does it? Where it's just bullish and going to continue. If we actually look at it in its real context, got a fair value gap that's been filled. So that's our internal. So we should now come down to our external low. So you can see sells are actually valid. Sells are looking more valid. We shouldn't move up off here. We should actually move down, because now we've looked at the market in its real context on the monthly. Balance filled, external to be targeted. And it makes it so much easier as well, boys, because then all I do is spend 2 minutes on the monthly, very simple. 2 minutes on the weekly, looking at this. 2 minutes on the daily, looking at this. And then 4 hour, looking at your current range or whatever it is. But it's a lot better to go like that than to try and look at price from miles back on different time frames. It's just gonna be a massive headache for you. Yeah, this inversion here. To be fair, I wouldn't really be looking at this as an inversion. Yeah, I mean, I think you're talking about the same thing as me, to be fair, Nicholas. I mean, it's just this fair value gap here. We make this a bit brighter so we can see through it a bit. See the comment. Wrong. What do you mean, Kane? Have a look at GU 1 minute time frame, please. Just after Asia Sweep, Friday High would also. Asia Sweep, Friday High. Would you also look at that as a valid short? Yeah, GU. I'm looking at the same really. I'm looking at that same thing. Tapped into this. So firstly on the hourly, GU's nicer because it's got internal, external. It's got a clear range. This is a lot simpler. I think everyone knows that. If you don't know how you should approach this range, you shouldn't be in the market. And that's just not harsh, it's just fact. High, low, we're in a downtrend, so our target should be the external low, right? And we're looking for price to go internal, then external. So here, price took external liquidity, should come up and fill internal, being a fair value gap or order block, so a fair value gap here, for example, and then sell back in line with the trend. And this is where you want to get in, the end of the retracement. So price moves like this in a leg, down, slow back up, down, slow back up, and the place you want to catch it from, you don't want to catch buyers from there, right? You want to catch sells from here. The end of the retracement is where you want to catch sells. So here is where you want to catch sells, right? The end of that retracement, which means it's your internal liquidity. So you want to catch the internal to external move. That's your ideal. And obviously we came into that now. We're still in our bearish range, so we're going to go down on the 15. Actually, you said the 1 minute, didn't you? Yeah, the 1 minute's pretty clear as well. 1 minute we filled this imbalance, so if we start breaking past this imbalance and this swing low here, or this 1 minute low here, then I think we will be valid on shorts. We will see. GU to equal lows, Asia. Yeah, Asia will be the ideal place to aim for this, but you've got to bear in mind this leg here. You can't disrespect this leg here. Bear in mind we can still be right. We could still be everything we said on the high time frame. We could still be exactly right. We could be wanting to fill this imbalance and selling off. Right, it could exactly happen to the pip and fall 50, 100 pips in our direction, but we could still miss it if, let's say, prices actually wants to fill an imbalance here, for example. Right, so we're putting imbalance on. So let's say price actually wants to come down, fill this, and then fill our imbalance even more, and then we have that sell-off, right? And then we catch 50 pips, 100 pips to the T. But you still would have got stopped out in this. You still would have got stopped out. So that's why, like, just because you want price to go a certain direction doesn't mean you're going to get manipulated on the way. So just because we think price is going to go to this low doesn't mean that our stop loss isn't going to get violated in the process. So we want to move down to this low here, right? But we know price is typically going to move down and then might even go down like this and then stop out again. You know what I mean? You wanna it's pretty much called, I don't know what you call it, but it's pretty much punching within your weight, pretty much. If you're trading on the 5 minute, look for a 5 minute target, not a 4 hour target. If you're trading on a daily time frame, look for a daily target, not a yearly target. Because you're going to get manipulated, basically. And you're going to just get, it's going to be unlucky. You'd get everything right, but you're just going to get manipulated. So if you're looking to enter trades on 1 minute, your TP should be based on the 1 minute. But this is why trading Asia sessions is so good. It gives you so much more context into what's actually going on and what's happening. Need GU to melt. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if we get that inversion. I need to plug my laptop in. Everyone on TikTok, double tap the screen, boys. I'm live on YouTube as well if you want to see the full screen and my face cam. Let me turn my brightness up. But sometimes I turn my brightness up and my laptop's just like, nah. Like now, I just said, nah, you need to save charge, little bro. Shut up, man. Bro, this vape's fallen on the floor about 1 million times. Which pair? I just got rid of the indicator real quick. It does say down there, bro. Down in the bottom right. I mean, it should do. There you go. Crazy business. Come on. I appreciate all the follows, boys. What are you saying? SYS? Yeah, it says down there, bro. EU and GU we're looking at today. Caught those buyers. Nice, bro. Bang him. Yeah, the buyers were obvious this morning. If you got in on that, nice play. Crazy business. Trust. Can't see it, bro. There you go. Do you think the news wick from yesterday will be targeted by DXY first? And there you can see though our order flow is perfect from EU. You can see these fair value gaps are valid. We're filling these fair value gaps and then moving higher. Filling these fair value gaps and moving higher. So if we do get a fair value gap in this next leg, for example, and we close below it, that tells us that we're disrespecting order flow. We no longer want to continue up in this motion, and we actually are ready to reverse at this obviously key order block. So that's where you'd use it as your flip zone, and then you'd look for sells. You obviously don't want to. This isn't going to be the case every time, but when it's a key time and a key level, and you've got to set up around it, that's when it becomes significant. Looking at GU to push from the 4 hour. Yeah, we might not get this sell. Oh, yeah, Olo's in it. Yeah, Owen, give me half hour. Brother, just wait for DXY to sweep the low and sell EU. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get the move during the London session, or if price just wants to move. Sometimes like this, and you know, this is another thing, boys, just from like being in the markets every day. Boom, we got nearly 100 man on the YouTube. Boys, everyone push. Let's get 100 man on this YouTube. That'll be the... Okay. Why does it do that, bro? Why does it do that? It said we had 98 people on there and it lagged, and now it says we got 78. I was going to say, if you get 100 man on a YouTube stream, I'll give someone a funded account away or something mad if we hit 100 viewers. Yeah, meeting that fella now, mate. I'll call you later. Sweet, Azzo. Just give me a text. I'll see whatever text come through in it. So if you need to text me something, I can quickly reply or send you something. Bro, look at DXY. I'm telling you, it's happening within the next hour. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So even just turning up to the London session every day, boys, you'll notice certain things happen at certain times. And these days where you get this clear and original move. So, I mean... It's really nice to see. It's really nice to see. Hopefully some of you lot that have been in my streams now for weeks at a time, months at a time, maybe even a year, and starting to really notice what I'm seeing and notice what I say day in, day out. But when you get this initial move, that initial move up, in order for a reversal to come, we always see accumulation around about 9, 10 o'clock, and then the move will happen later on, like 10, 11. I've noticed this just through pure numbers and purely just trading, it a lot. But for example, like days like this, we'll get a pure reversal, right, from the Asia high to the Asia low. You see like that, where the clear moved down to the Asia low, right? Simple as that. Day before as well, right? Took out the Asia high, we had that clean move down into the Asia low, right? Simple. And by the way, these were both signaled. So if you're in the signal group, you're up this week, lovely. But anyway, you can see that's a straight away grab, 7 AM or 7:30, grabbed, moved. What was this time up here? Was 8:15, grabbed, moved. But you can see at that 8 o'clock time, what did we do here? We filled this, right? So this was clearly the first move of the London session. The first move was clearly a fill of that and then price running, right? And that happened at 7:45. So when we get that as the first move, it's no longer one swift move. It's no longer a grab and then a move down, right? Price now has to do more. Which is why it takes later for the actual reversal to come, if it does come through. So you have the first move, and this is your first move. So your next move is almost not a different session, but it's later on. It's the second half of the London session at the bare minimum. 10, half 9 to 10, 11 o'clock is where these start to come through. And you'll notice it'll accumulate, it'll invert, and then it'll disrespect that again. It's just trying to generate liquidity in order to then have that move down if it does want to. But you only notice stuff like that by being in the market a lot of time. Like I'm not, for example, here, right, at 8:45, any time here really, after we've had that quick first move, I wouldn't be looking to enter around about here, about half 8, because I know after we have that first leg off an order block, it doesn't move until about 10 o'clock anyway. So it's just about turning up to the market every day, and these little things that no one can teach you. No one can teach you that. You have to see that for yourself. RCT is not going to tell you that. You know what I mean? You've got to see that from yourself, from turning up and trading the London session every day. Me and my members trade a London session every day. We don't trade New York. We trade from 7 AM to 10 AM. I'm very big on just telling people, learn exactly what happens during this time. If you can learn what happens during these times, the market's so simple. I mean, look what I've just said about that move. So now you know you're either going to basically have a move up off of a daily true open move, and then a potential reversal around 10, 11, or you're going to have a nice around about 8 o'clock grab of Asia high and then sell into Asia low, right? And once you sort of realise what London session moves off, it becomes so nice to trade, So nice to trade. I mean, even them buyers, if you got them buyers off that order block, that's quality from you. I didn't personally get into them, as my higher time frame was bearish. So even though it did look obviously like we was going to buy off that, I didn't want to get too excited and jump in too quick. As we start traveling up higher into this, we can start refining our order blocks. So for example, now we can move it to this 2 hour one. The body of this 2 hour. We look at GU. GU should be nicely into that now. Yeah, GU should be filling this fair value gap. GU actually is starting to look a bit nicer than EU for me, just because the way we're forming. DXY as well come nicely into the body of this 2 hour. Appreciate all the follows, boys. Double tap the screen, boys. Let's get 10k likes in here real quick. 10k likes in here, boys. Let me know any other pairs you want me to have a look at as well. To be fair, I need to look at GJ. I said I was going to look at GJ about an hour ago. How did we move yesterday? Not too bad, to be fair. We got the bias right yesterday. Sorry, we got the bias right on Tuesday. Wednesday, this was the move that, yeah, again, we got the bias right. I remember VGOT was looking for this move. I don't know if it was VGOT. I don't want to out you like that. But someone was looking for this move. And that's basically what we said. Although we have, again, we've had what we said. We want the Asia low to get swept and look for buys into the Asia high. We had the Asia low swept and a change of character. But, and the big but, is there is nothing else confirming us that we're gonna move, right? This should be a piece of the puzzle. This is our entry. This is our strategy that we enter off of, right? The Asia liquidity. But that doesn't mean we ignore order flow and we ignore price, right? So we realised there was nothing really that was reacting. If you look left, there's nothing. We was like about there at that point. It was past that low. There was nothing really to tell us we're going to go long, which is why obviously hopefully a lot of people didn't get in there. If you got on sells on GJ, fair play. I mean, I don't know if you would have been able to get tapped in into your re-entry, but you can see, boys, again, this Asia liquidity that I'm telling you during the London session, you just need to know about it. Swept the Asia high, straight sell down into the Asia low. Very, very simple move. Very simple move. People saying UJ. What's everyone looking for on UJ? Or to be fair, GU's moving. Nice. Very nice. Very nice from GJ. EU looks like it could be moving. We've got an imbalance now on EU. Right, stuff's actually moving now, boys. So let's wait and see. So we've got the inversion there, and we've got the swing low there. So let's see what we can do. DXY, we have got the, I don't think we have an inversion on the 5 minute. We've just got that other bigger one. I mean, yeah, we do have a tiny little one, but we have an inversion there. Imbalance field there. And we have a swing high there. AU, wait in, GU. GU, obviously the equivalent is going to be, annoyingly, your change of characters there and your inversions there. Because obviously the leg is from here to here. This isn't a leg on its own, so you can't say that's a change of character on its own. It is still significant though, based on what we're seeing. So I'm still going to consider it. Bear in mind that you don't want to get induced by big candles. You've got to be very sure. Just because there's these two big candle on the 2 minute doesn't mean it's going to sell, right? Remember, market is going to induce people any way it can. So we want to make sure it actually breaks a significant point, right? So for the euro, for example, look, we just broke it and filled and started moving up. So don't get induced by these big candles. Just make sure it actually breaks a significant point. So this inversion here, we haven't broke. So let's see what the DXY does. It's looking like it's filled that. TP hit, nice. I usually catch those sells to Asia low every morning as well. Lovely, bro. You should get in the Discord, man. That's what we trade every day. That's what we trade every day. Can you please tell us Euro GBP? No worries. We'll have a look at EU. GU to equal low or Asia low, Lou? Mainly Asia low is what I'll be looking for. Asia low. I do think eventually throughout the week we'll reach that external low. But might not be today. And bear in mind we got CPI, so we don't want to be in the new where the move when the news is coming as well. Let's have a look at EG. Right, so this is what we really wanted. We want price to start coming down off that, not because we think it's going to sell, but because we want people to get induced into thinking it's selling. And we're going to get in buyers. Want the people with no balls to get in sells. And then we'll load up on buys. That's the ideal situation. I mean, if you look at the euro though, bear in mind we are bullish on the euro. That means if we're looking at selling GU and EU, we'd rather sell GU, right? Because the pound's weak against the euro as well. So it's going to be more likely to move down against the dollar. Should be interesting to see. DXY looks bearish today. Yeah, it is looking bearish. Yes, bro. You looked at GJ. Yeah, we have looked at GJ today. It did have that nice Asia move. Thanks, Louis. No worries, bro. No worries, Death Shot. Would you sell Slapper? EU sells. I think I'm already in your Discord. Oh, sweet. How can I join you? Get in the Discord, bro. Jono. Get in the Discord, brother. Someone will comment it now. If someone can drop the Discord, that'll be sweet. We do have mentorship for $39 a month, boys. And this is the thing with us as well, what you've got to bear in mind. Our mentorship's an actual mentorship. When people charge you $1,000 and give you a load of videos, that's not mentorship. That's not what mentorship is. Because if it's mentorship, why are you paying a full price for a start? It's not meant to be a one-off payment. So we're not going to charge you anything stupid like $1,000, $2,000. We're not even going to charge you 500 quid. We're not even going to charge you 100 quid. We're not even going to charge you 50 quid. We charge you £30 a month. And that is to be a part of our mentorship, our ongoing mentorship, which is ongoing, not just a set of videos. So yes, £30 a month and you can get into our mentorship, boys. Obviously we do have videos. We do have videos on everything to do with trading if you don't already know. So like market, all the way from the basics, all the way to what we know. They are the videos. And then obviously you've got the strategy videos and all stuff like that. But what we do this differently, not only do we give you the strategy and teach you, we actually mentor you through the process, which is what every mentorship should do, but no one does. We're live every day from 6 AM to 8 AM with our mentorship students, marking up the chart, getting it ready. Because what's the point of our students learning all this and that if when they get into the market, there's no support there, there's no live support, there's no nothing. That's why we, every single day, boys, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, obviously not weekends because there's no point. We're there from 6 AM, trading the market, letting you know exactly what levels we're looking for, what fundamentals we're seeing, how to trade our strategy based on the day at hand, loads of stuff like that. It's an actual mentorship, boys. Can you put your camera to the right? Why is that, bro? So we can see what pair. I've got it. You can't see it, bro. I've just got it turned off because the thing. Sorry about that. Yeah. Keep your eyes on EU and DXY, boys, because they're the ones we're really waiting to catch up. Yeah, that's my Discord there. I don't know if you pinned it. My Discord there, boys, if you want to get in that. best community. As I said, I got mentorship, literally £30 a month. Don't need to charge you lot so much to join. There's no need. I'd rather you lot leave. If you're not serious about trading, I'd rather you leave, because we have a bunch of killers in the pre-London every single. I probably shouldn't have said that word, but pre-London every day, getting up at the crack of dawn, all trading the same method, mate. We're gonna kill it together. Let's be real. Also have signals as well, boys, if you're interested in that. Signals are up this week. I believe about 5 RR. I'll have to double check. We've had 2 trades. Both were caught on live as well, boys. Both trades were caught on live. By the way, YouTube, I've dropped this vape so many times. You're wondering why I'm keep ducking down. I'm not noshing anyone off, I promise. But yeah, we are up 5 RR this week. And all the trades, boys, this is the beauty of it. All the trades you see me sending into my signal group is the exact same as what I'm trading on live. And I'm not sending 10 trades a day, 20 trades a week. I'm picking 1 or 2 a week to send in high probability, high quality setups that are getting hit. So for example, we had this GU sell yesterday. I won't actually show the exact move, but oh sorry, not that GU, it was this GU sell on Tuesday. So we had the high swept, we got in sells around about there, with our stop loss on the high, entry there, TP on the low. So that was about a 3 to 1, I can't remember what it was. We got a really nice entry, but that was the first trade, TP. And then we had another trade, which was again Asia liquidity trade, took the high, we got in around here, and then obviously caught the sells down. So yeah, nice week so far in the signals and the mentorship. We're seeing, it's beautiful really, you're learning the strategy in the mentorship, and then you're seeing it play out when I'm signaling it. So beautiful. If you're watching on live as well, boys, hopefully you're learning. Let me know if you want to know any more questions about my group or my strategy that we trade, or any of the concepts I trade, boys. I'm only on live to answer questions, help you guys out, educate people. There's a lot of untrustworthy people out here. We've got no reason to lie about anything, so I'll tell you straight up about trading. How long is it going to take you? How much money do you need? Everything like that. I've got no reason to cap. You got any discounts on the mentorship, ATM, bro? Do I have any discounts on the mentorship? Potentially. Well, not right now, but I potentially can. If you drop me a message, and actually, let me think about it. Let me think about the discount. I don't know if I want to do a discount. I do like keeping it full price, but I'll see. Check Discord DMs urgent, Lou. No worries, mate. I'll check it now. Sorry, boys. Bro, is Obama's wife a man? Sorry. So let me quickly check my Discord. Do you have any do you have any discounts on mentorship? Alright, cool. I'm not gonna lie, a couple of people are asking me 15k for discount. Cool, yeah. So what I'll do, if you man hit 15k likes, I'll drop a discount. You man are really pushing your luck. So I'm giving you mentorship for £30. But cool, if you man hit the likes, then I'll do half price. So you're literally getting it for £15 in your first month, which is insane. Bear in mind, it was about, what people sell you for like £3 is like our side bit. All the teaching, the strategy, everything like that. We probably got about 100 videos, 30 videos, case studies on the strategy, 50 educational videos, 5 tests at the end of each section, so you know what you're doing and you're moving on with confidence. Everything like that, that's obviously included, but then you're also getting them streams every single day from 6 AM through to 8, helping you through the market. You're getting the access to the community. And you're getting a trader who's actually honest and does what he says live. So, yeah, if you get 15k likes, boys, I will drop that, because 3 people have asked me now, so why not? Let me see what Sesame said. Sweet, yeah, 15k likes, and I'll drop that. This GU's doing alright. What's EU and Dick's wife saying? Okay, yeah, EU's actually moving down again. We're back within this fair value gap, so let's see if we can invert this. We've got 40 seconds left for this fair value gap. Let's see where the DXY is. DXY is looking like it's going to invert it, but to be fair, the fair value gap on the DXY is a load of shit, mate. It's too low of a time frame to really gauge anything from it, if I'm honest. So I'd really be looking for a break of this swing high. EU, I'd be happy with the inversion because it's actually looking decent. What the fuck are you typing? Oh, yeah, I just type fast, bruv. Yo, mate, you all good? What we looking at? Look, I'm looking at shorts, bro. I've been looking at shorts all morning. But as we said, it doesn't normally come until about that 10, 11 o'clock time. We want to see how we're lagging a bit somehow. Want to see how we react off here with this imbalance. And we want DXY to have a change of character. That 5 minutes closed now, so how did we... I think we closed within on EU. GU's running nice as well. If I try to get across to the entry. Oh. Then it was 8 pips. Always round it up to the full pip, boys. If it's 7.9, round it up to 8 every time. This one's running nice though. This one's doing alright now. But my Discord's there, boys. 15k likes and I'll drop a discount on mentorship. Oh shit, what the hell? Yo, my stuff's lagging, bro. It's calm. Where's your TP? A bit of that imbalance. You think GU will run to Asia low? Eventually in the day I think it will, but I don't know if we'll do it in this leg. We're still part of this bullish leg really, so we could just fill this, move up and then do it later in the New York session. Eventually in the day I think the Asia low will get taken. I'm not sure if it'll be right now. I don't know if this leg's going to have the power to break this low. Please, I can hear another background video. What do you mean? I'm live on YouTube as well, boys, if you're wondering where the other comments are. Please, let's play Fortnite. I'll be real, bro. Wait. 9 figs as well. Let's play Fortnite. Oh. Yeah, man, we're just rejecting these 5 minutes. Keep rejecting these 5 minutes. This is why we got to wait. Be patient. Again, look. Got these equal highs now, so maybe we'll be at a break. Got a new swing low on EU as well. We should do a Richess Pro Clubs. Oh, bro, we did used to do that, innit? We used to do that. I remember Stu got paranoid one time. It was so funny, bro, because Stu was never passing, innit? And Bear was annoying me, just not passing. Bear doing skills and that. And I was like, Stu, bro, stop doing skills or something, or pass the ball. And he was like, brother, I've got other teams that want me, by the way, so if you don't want me, then I can join someone else. Like we was playing for Barcelona or something. Like we're playing VFL or something, bruv. Mate, that was so funny. Bruv, it was one of them. No one wanted to say something as well. Like I knew everyone was thinking the same thing, but Stu's a bit of a scary guy. Like no one really wanted to say, bruv, stop doing ball rolls, G, and click A. That was funny though. To be fair, Stu's actually quite good at FIFA. I used to be cold at FIFA, but I'm probably terrible now. I'll tell you what, boys, I only ever play FIFA in thingy cafs. Can't say the word, but let's call it a coffee caf. For some reason, in Barcelona and Thailand, every single coffee caf has a PS5 in there with the newest FIFA. The amount of times, boys, you man don't understand, in Barcelona, the amount of times I've been Arsenal, Mace has been West Ham, we've played each other and I've just beaten. Like, no shade here on Mace, but the same result every single time. Arsenal, West Ham, and Arsenal win every time. I feel like that situation's played out about 10 times. I get bare angry at FIFA though. I can't lie. I don't really get angry at stuff. Why I choose West Ham, I don't know. Yeah, mate. I always choose a team I support on FIFA. I don't know why. Mate, you know when you're with someone and they go like Legends 11. Come on, you know that one always. Come on, you know that one. The workers sat on the sofa playing FIFA in the calf. Yeah. I love your streams and I feel you should mix it with gaming. It's 9 Figs, send me a message, bro. Send me a DM on Instagram or Discord. If you're on Discord, join my Discord and my name's Louis on there. You'll see me. My name's Gold on there. But Louis, my name is. Send me a message. If you're actually being serious and trying to help the stream. Can't tell if you're just taking a piss, but... Or just DM me on Instagram, RichesseFX. But I'm open to new things. Foot Champs act made me cry, mate. Oh, mate, I stopped playing FIFA after like FIFA 15 or something. But I remember I come back for FIFA 20 Pro Clubs. Pro Clubs, but I got into Foot Champs, bro. Oh, mate, it used to annoy me. I'm for sure I used to get like 14 wins. But I remember me and Mace always used to aim for 14 wins as well. And we'd have 11, and there'd be like 10 games left, and it's like, oh, this is so easy, man. 3 wins out of 10, and we're laughing. First game, lose. Second game, lose. Third game, lose. Fourth game, lag out. Fifth game, lag out. And now you're sitting there, I've got to win 3 out of 5. And you get a dub, and then you lose 2 in a row, and then all of a sudden you've got to win your last 2. And for some reason, those last 2 games are the biggest load of bullshit in the world. Mate, FIFA's so funny. The way the market engineers liquidity is the same way FIFA engineers bullshit to just get you annoyed. I swear it's the same type of thing. What's GU playing at? Yeah, trust me, bro. Trust me. What do you think of gold? Yeah, let's have a look at gold. If I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. Shaking and sweating. Yeah, that an algorithm that does you. Yeah, for real. Was me every champs. Yeah, for real, bro. For real. I remember in school, bro, like there was these Asian kids and they used to get bare into pro clubs, innit? I remember they used to like, it weren't even pro clubs, bro. What was it? What else did you get ranked on? Siege, Rainbow Siege, that's it. Pin the Discord. Someone test me, can you pin the Discord, please? Yeah, Jono, get in the Discord, brother. I don't have Discord, just download it. Download it, bro. Or send me a message on Instagram, RichesseFX, if you're on Insta. Yeah, these men used to do the Rainbow Siege rankings, and they used to violate each other so much. It was bare funny, and one of them was brought to tears. I remember one time in school, I can't remember, I don't know how it works in it, but I think his Siege account got hacked or something, and they messed it. Oh, something happened in it. I was sitting in school, bro, and the kid was behind me, who was taking a piss out of him, and the kid was next to me who got hacked. And I didn't play Siege, so I was just sitting there. It was going on and on and on. I turned to my left. The kid behind me's just got a busted open lip. His nose is bleeding. And the kid next to me is just sitting there fuming. Must have banged him in the face because he was talking about him getting hacked on Siege. Like, it's crazy to think back as kids how we actually cared so much about video games. Oh, mate. Good times, though. Good times. Good fucking times. This GU's getting cooked. This is why we gotta wait our turn. EU and DXY just not wanting to do it. Not wanting to do anything right now. Like I said though, you do typically get this accumulation though. You only trade cable. EU and GU. You man want to take EU highs before plummeting. Yeah, I mean ideally. We're just not reacting off anything though, bro. It's just accumulating as we do at these points. Higher, low. Market's not wanting to give anything away. So I wouldn't really be looking for anything. Even these inversions, I want to see a change of character, really. I want to see this low get broken. We got only 5 minutes left of the session, so we'll see how we do. Yeah, looks like it on the EU. Still got the same thing. Bear in mind we got CPI later as well. Looks like I missed a good GJ trade. Yeah, GJ was nice. Sell from the high to low. I don't know, you would have got in. Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure you would have got in, but... G, you going to come down again, or what? Look at EG. Yeah, I wanted to start coming down off here just so we can buy off this. What time frame on GJ? 15. Oh, this is Euro GBP, but please show session indicator. It's our own indicator, bro, that we made for our members. It's called the Richess Effects one. So just get in our Discord and ask for it in the free chat, and I can send it to you. It's not, you can't just search up and find it because we had it made custom for us. It's got everything you need on there. It's got the sessions, previous day high, previous week high, etc, etc. Got 5 minutes left of the kill zone, boys. I haven't taken anything today, so kind of a slow day. I mean, we've already taken 2 dubs. Yeah, that's it, Shovel. Is it free, that indicator? Yeah, bro. For some reason I better want to watch this. This used to make me crease.
Yeah, I love video games, and then I lost my virginity.
Oh, wait. There's a better one.
Video games! Video games! Yeah, I love video games, and then I lost my virginity.
If you watch the whole thing, it's bare funny because he gets everyone to start chanting it and everyone's like bare gassed at it. The way he plays them is bare good. 15k TikTok likes. Oh yeah, boys, we're nearly at 15k likes. Is Mason here? Is Mason still in there? Yeah, boys, nearly at 15k likes. I'll drop a discount at 15k likes for my mentorship and signals. As you, man, I've been asking for it, so fair play. On my days, I've spammed that. Fair play. Mega. Fair play. Has dropped about 1 million likes. 2 secs, boys. I'm just going to get this code ready. Give me 2 seconds. Boom. 15k likes hit. W's in chat for you lot. Smashed it, boys. Alright, I'm going to drop a discount for the mentorship. Everyone get in the free chat. I'll give everyone a minute to get in the free chat on my Discord, because that's where I'll drop my code and the link. So obviously my mentorship and my signals. Please do not anything about the goat. Please, do you know anything? Nah, bro. What is that, KP? Not heard of that. My thumb's sore. That is jokes. Big dubs. Come on, James. Come on. Right, 15k likes. I'll give everyone a minute to get into the Discord. Go in the free chat, and that is where I'm going to be dropping it. I'll show you exactly where. So over here, when you get in, you see over here, come down to free chat, and this is where we're going to be dropping it. Right, it'll be put here. Well, I'll put a message now so you see me. Alright, so that's me. If you want to send me a DM, you can DM me. But that's where I'm going to drop the code. So find that message. I'll let everyone a minute to find that message. I've carried that 15k. Big up. Big up. There's the Discord there. Any questions about the chart still, though, boys, let me know. Gold, continuing up off that fair value as we'd liked. Completed that CRT as we'd liked, which is lovely. You can see there that CRT lows, but it's filled the daily imbalance. You can see filled it there. Had that 4-hour CRT which we completed. So now, just looking for buys really. We've got a clear bias on this, and I'd really be looking for buys once we've filled. Once we filled this imbalance. I just started trading. I really need a coach on this course. It's really tricky. Yeah, don't worry, bro. As I said, man, this is the difference with us. We don't just teach you how to trade. We'll actually give you, live streams every single day from 6 AM to 8. Exactly what we're looking for. We trade 7 AM to 10 as well, by the way. So you're going to be insanely in the loop. What indicator? It's our own indicator, bro. Am I gonna have to do this? Am I gonna have to make this code myself? Fuck. I think I might have to. Wait, 2 secs. 2 secs, 2 secs, TikTok. Quickly making that code live. Bill Mays quickly. Not ideal. Should have at least one mod in here. Brilliant. Equals Stu. Oh, he's answered. Yo. Can you make a code quick for mentorship and signals? It's just been it, the light goal. Can you just drop them? Can you just drop the message in the chat, please? Just yeah, let's do it now because it's been hit already. So Pat, sweet. But that was bare weird. He must have been speaking to someone on the light. He must have been speaking to someone in person. He goes, "Do you want more feta?" I was thinking, what the fuck is he talking about? Would that one have got taken out? Let's see if that one would have actually got taken out, boys. I actually think we might have been safe. Let's see. It was 8 pips, right? Yeah, and that's the reality of trading, unfortunately. That's the reality of trading, unfortunately. Right, boys, yeah, everyone be in the Discord. I'm about to drop the link now. About to drop the link. I mean, I didn't actually get into this one, but still, obviously, nice to see your trades do well. So it's just something to learn. And again, that was stupid, really. Stop loss, there's no need to have it there. Just have it there. 10 pips is fine. Or 11 even. Only thing is, I would have had to widen the TP because I traded a minimum of 1 to 2. So I probably would have had to rely on this leg being broken. So, yeah. It's fair enough. Is what it is, boys. Yeah, but that code's getting dropped ASAP in it. So make sure you're waiting there because there's going to be first come, first serve. There's not going to be unlimited codes. There's going to be a few. Once you use it, it's done. I put my SL to 11, bruv. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, lovely. Lovely. Right, so Matty's still in. Nice. We're still waiting as well for any actual proper inversions or anything proper. Yeah, EU's not obviously had to change a character. DXY's not had to change character either. Apologies, I paused it earlier, boys. I just had to fucking do something. Let me get on Discord. Oh, not drive. Video games. Video games. I used to love video games. And then I lost my virginity. Nice, Matty, though. G to Asia Low. We'll see if we go to Asia Low. I'm mainly waiting on DXY just falling into place with it as well. Code's been dropped, boys. Code has been dropped. Code has been dropped, boys. So if you want to get in there, Code is right there. If you've got any last questions, boys, let me know. I do stop trading at 10, so I get in nice and early, 7 AM, get out at 10. That's how I teach everyone to trade. You can obviously hold your trades past 10, but I won't enter any new trades at this point. So any questions about what we've already seen, and let me know. And I still got stopped out. What? How, mate? MH. How? What the hell? Literally how? It's insane. Are we shorting GU? Yeah, I'd like to see GU go short. I'm not overly confident it'll happen this session though. I mean, it's outside of the kill zone. As we said, 10 to 11, we can still get this move just based on what we know about when we have that initial move up. So this is the London move. So this is going to be more an afternoon move or a lunch hour move, as we sort of did expect. Just choppy right now. It's just accumulating again. It's fine. GU's obviously really weak, or the pound, should I say, is weak. If you look at EG, you can see that. So you got that nice CRT candle there. Took out there low. Got the high to trade into. So we should see price rally up at least for another 75, 80 pips, which is a lot for EG. Obviously filled that daily imbalance as well. GU a bit rangy, yeah, exactly that it is. But yeah, there's our discount code's been dropped, boys, so you can get in that if you want. Oh yeah, I'm gonna jump off now though, because I don't want to get this account held off. When you're on for longer than like an hour and a half, you typically get held off. But yeah, decent morning. I mean, we didn't actually have that many moves, but hopefully we all still learnt about the markets. And remember, a lot of people would have got stopped out in these markets. They would have got tricked into getting into a position that weren't really there. So if you didn't lose anything in this market, there's nothing wrong with that. If nothing happened in the market and you didn't lose, that's good, because it means you avoided the manipulation. So well played. And yeah, we'll see if reversals come a bit later in the day. It is what it is. I'm going up to London now. We've got a 1-to-1 at our office. We do have an office in Canary, so we've got a 1-to-1 to hit. And yeah, boys, we're gonna be smashing it over there. Cheers, Lou. Everyone have a great day. Appreciate that, Sesame. Everyone have a good day. I'm trading from England, bro. London specifically. Right, yeah, that's it though, to be fair, boys. Like I said, my DMs are open. My name's Louis in the Discord. You should see me once you join. You can message me on Instagram or message me on Discord. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube as well. If you want to see some videos of mine for free, I've got a lot of stuff on YouTube, like strategy videos and stuff like that. Case studies, how I've made 10 grand in a day from trading the London session, how I pass 3 prop firms in a week from the London session, how I find daily bias in 30 seconds. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff there that's going to give you value and going to give you good game. So if you do want a good trading community, boys, make sure you stand in touch with us. Follow us on Instagram, get in the Discord, and subscribe on YouTube, and obviously follow on TikTok. I'm live every day. I go live for the London session, and Mace goes live for the New York session. So we both run it together. Both been trading about 5 years. And yeah, boys, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Hopefully you all enjoyed the live today, boys. And yeah, as I said, my DMs are open. If you've got any questions about mentoring, signals, or just anything about trading in general, you can DM me on Instagram, on TikTok, or on Discord. Better to DM me on Discord because I'll see it quicker. And I can also jump on a call with you if you need to on Discord. It's just easier that way. Anyway, boys, I appreciate you all tuning in. TikTok, W's in the chat for the TikTok. And yeah, boys, code is there. So I'll see some using the mentorship and signals, hopefully. And we'll make some money next week. And, well, tomorrow. And New York session will kill it, boys. Appreciate you all tuning in. And I'll catch you in the next live, boys. www. Sweet. Boom. New achievement unlock, get 600 diamonds. Come on. 2k views. Decent. Have a nice day, mate. Appreciate your time. Cheers. Cheers, calls. Appreciate that, bro. Have a good one, Bobby, mate. Trading 4 hour targeting, yeah. Demand on GU, I agree. Yeah, I didn't take anything today, but yeah, appreciate all the support, YouTube. You had a pretty good viewing in here as well. Comments were active as well. Drop a like on the live before you go if you can, just to help get it out there next time. And obviously, boys, you know, you can message me if you've got any problems. If you want to know anything, you want to learn anything, just let me know, boys. With that being said, not really many moves today, not much happening. just saw that initial move early on, but hopefully you lot know now what I typically look for once we have that move. So bear that in mind, boys, because a lot of the people on TikTok just aren't going to take it for anything because they haven't caught a trade. But just remember, when we get that initial move, when it's clearly that we've had a daily true open move or an order block continuation, when we have our daily true open continuation at about 7:30 or 7 really early, and we get that one move up, remember, you're not going to see reversals very early, so don't get in at 8. There's just no point. Let the move happen, let it complete, let the market accumulate, and then at 10, 11, that's when we're going to start getting actual moves. But as I said a couple of hours ago, or about an hour ago, there's no point rushing to get in, because once you have that early move at 7 o'clock, price isn't going to instantly reverse down. It's just not, right? So bear that in mind and realise if there's a quick move up, price is going to want to accumulate first, and then at a later date or a later time, move to the low. So remember, boys, to always take notes, even if you're not catching a trade. Hopefully you did learn something today. And yeah, I appreciate you all tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one, boys.